Welcome back. What I have here is a Turbo Smart wastegate. That's gonna be, it's got electronic controller. That's gonna be going on the Sidewinder. I picked this up secondhand. So first things first, we need to check the crack pressure on this. This nipple down here is what you're gonna use. I got myself a little pump up gauge. Now I talked to Dave over at Hurricane. Actually, I talked to the guy that I go through, that I buy all my parts from, and Dave's saying you want like 5.5 crack pressure on this. So let's pump this one up. What you're looking for is when you pump it up, you want to see when this arm starts to move. And it's moving right there at about 3 pounds. It started to move. So this has the incorrect spring in it. The rod's gonna go underneath here in the original rod place, and the boost controller from the factory is on the back side of this turbo. So we're gonna have to get my cold air intake off, get this box off, which is good. I checked. This clamp was cutting into my blow off valve bypass. So I'm glad I checked that. So I'm gonna pull these hoses, get this hose out of the way. These are Hurricane aftermarket ones. Get this box out of here. And I'll try to film what I can for you guys. It's going to be real difficult to see, and I heard these are a real bugger to get on, so I'll do the best I can. Once you get that loosened up, you're going to see you got another line right here. You got to take off the intake, and then we got to get this stupid plastic air intake out of here. People do get straight ones. It makes a little bit more horsepower, so we'll unclamp it from the turbo and pull that baby out of the way. Now you can see we got all that crap out of the way. I want to mention something. Make sure on your intakes here, can't see way down in here. Can't see, guys. Where the intakes go into the motor, there's a squeeze clamp with a spacer. A lot of people grind the spacer down, but always make sure them are tight. I just rechecked mine, and the backside clamp on these boots, and sure as shit, these were loose a little bit. It happens over time. But like I said, the lower ones, if you get a boost leak, a lot of times it's down there. I know that. So anyway, here's your boost controller down here. It's got 2 Torx holding it on. We got to get, or that's the wastegate. Sorry, wastegate. And the controller is going to go up here, and it comes down to, I believe, this right here. My buddy's coming over. I'm going to pick his brain. He knows a ton about this stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and get this unbolted out of here. Okay, there's a clip on the bottom of the turbo. I'll get this line off. One of these has got to be plugged with a vacuum line, or actually a vacuum cap. I'll show you guys when I get it all done. And I do want to test the module I got with this thing. So let me show you on the other side. There's a clip at the bottom of the turbski. There's a clip down here, just a C-clip right here. You got to get that undone, lift that rod out. I have been told by somebody that knows the stuff that getting that new one in there is a real pain, so let's see. Here we go. I was finally able to work that rod out of the turbo. Boy, what a pain in the butt that was. So let me pull this line off, and I'll show you getting the old wastegate out of there. Here she is. Pull it out of there. That's going to be your stock one. Now we'll get the other one all set up like this. I can compare them on the bench so we can get the rod all lined up real nice. And then we'll get her in and we'll get her hooked up. I'll show you guys after I get her in. I mean, it's self-explanatory. It's going to slide in there, and got to get the bottom of that into the turbo there. You'll see. I mean, it's not too hard. Well, it's just a pain to get that little piece out. I'll tell you that right now. But I'll show you how the routing and everything when I get it hooked up. It's just going to be a fast video, but hopefully it'll help somebody out there that's doing this. What I had to do to get the crack pressure right is I had to put some tension on this right here where it fits into the, on the turbo, I guess you want to say. I can't think of it right now, but on the top of that wastegate, you can only tighten that down until that rod is sitting flush. So I was still cracking at like 3.5 pounds. So what I did is I got this to where it's putting tension on that spring while it's still closed. and now she's cracking at 5.5. I gotta tighten up the bolts still. Let me show you what it looks like. That piece in the turbo is not fun to put on. So there she is, sitting in there pretty. So you guys can see her down in there. She's down there. Bring the camera in. There you go. So I'll get that tightened down, and then we'll show you how to hook up all the lines and everything. This small line down here on your turbo, that's got to be capped off. You're going to use the big line right here. So I'll keep plugging away at it. Now we're going to recheck our crack pressure. So the wastegate should start to move when we get up around 5.5 pounds. So I'll verify by feeling it. There's 5. And she's starting to move right there, right around 5.5, 6. So that'll do it. We're good to go. Now you're gonna get yourself a vacuum cap assortment like I have here, and like I said, you're gonna be plugging off the small line down here, right here. So we'll get that done. Let me show you how your lines are gonna go to your solenoid. This is not a good example, but it's the best I can do. This line right here is gonna go to the bottom side of the wastegate. This line right here. I'm trying to get it flipped around so you guys can see. Now this front line right here, that's going to be your crack pressure line that you used earlier, right here, very top of the wastegate. And then your line on the other side right here, so when you lay it back down, it's going to go up here to your turbo. And we still got to get this all wired up. I got to get another clamp. So we got work to do, but and then it's gonna bolt down here in the sled. You're gonna take your original one, the original boost controller out, which is down there. And this is gonna bolt right in. So I'll probably bolt it up tonight, and then I'll wait for the rest of the parts to come. I'm sorry guys, it's flipped over. I know it's not the best diagram, but like I said, this line right here, this line you can see goes up here, goes to the front of the wastegate. And then the one where you're checking your crack pressure goes down here. And your line on this side is going to go up here. So, sorry, it kind of sucks, but that's where we're at with it right now. I'll probably bolt it up tonight and call it a night. You can see I got the lines nice together. Got them ran really nice. The boost controller is down here. Can't really see it. You can see it a little bit down there. I do got to get the wiring. It's going to be the wastegate valve on your stock harness. I'm going to have to remove this and get a new clip. Then there's a little wire here, over here, this that goes into the boost controller. So I got a connector coming off Amazon. I'm going to straighten that out super nice. I definitely don't want to have any issues with it. So once I get that connected, I should be good to go. Put the intake and everything back on. I guess I'll wrap this video up. It's pretty self-explanatory. I got to get this line on and get her put back together. Also, while I'm wrapping this video up, I don't know if I mentioned it, you need to do a 4-bar map sensor. I have one right here. I haven't even opened it yet. I had a 3-bar for when I did my bundle flash with the 270 and the 240. Crack her open, show you what she looks like. Here it is, the little map sensor. 4-bar. So I just want to say thanks for watching. That's just a quick little video on putting the wastegate and electronic boost controller on the Sidewinder. I'm going to get this all wrapped up, put back together. I got a lot of work to do cleaning the harness up and zip tying everything. I got the new injectors in it, so stay tuned. We'll see you on the next one.